Would that be it?
I don't know.
That would be a good theme song.
I had Miss Jackson and Good Morning. I'm sorry, Miss Jackson. But the beginning was fire.
Hello?
Hey, Ariel.
Hey, Anna. How are you?
Hi. Good, thanks. So, I'm wondering what...
I'm gonna actually get right into this because my mom's not here, so we're gonna talk about it with her not here. Doesn't know what I have. I have this deep fear in my subconscious about telling my mom the things I do. You're gonna break this down for me. Like right now, she's not here, and I live at home, and I'm nervous that she's going to come home and listen to our podcast. It's because I only want my mom to see my successes and not the struggle and the journey. I just want to tell her, here's a car, here's a house. You get me?
Yeah.
I don't want her to see the daily grind and grind. I'm ashamed. It's a subconscious reason of why. It's like the only person that I want to impress. And I suppress, even when I made music, I would literally not make music because I'm like, my mom's upstairs, she's going to hear me. I don't want to be embarrassed. I don't want her to think. And then when I talk to my mom, and obviously she's the closest person to me, she's the most supportive. She does everything for me to support my dream, my number one fan.
Yeah.
And I'm scared to perform in front of my number one fan.
Damn.
You see? So on this, I have...
Yeah, that's a huge limiting mindset.
It's just
and
real.
Belief. It's a belief. You're choosing it.
This is why most people don't pursue their dreams or do their passions, because they're scared of what the people that they love and their friends will think about them. You see? But my mom supports me, so I do it still. But that doesn't mean I'm not in shame. Like, if I did music or stand-up comedy, I don't want my mom coming to all of my shows. As much as she wants to and I want her there, I wouldn't put on as great of an actor performance knowing mom's there.
And you're not.
You got me?
Yeah.
So one of the things that I have here is the way to break that out is to just interview her on the podcast.
Hell yeah.
It's like making a song with her. What do you think about that? Is that a good way to break out of that uncomfortable?
Oh, bro.
So that when she comes home, me and you could have a pod, and I'm like, oh, do you see it?
100%. Bro, I was having a conversation with my dad, and I'm like, Dad, let's get these, a routine going. How's Tuesdays, 2 o'clock? And he's like, yeah, let's do it. And I was telling him, I was having a conversation.
Elaborate on that more. When we were outside, I brought this up because Ariel said, we were talking about the structure of the pod, what content's going to be on what. And then he said, he's going to do a pod with his dad on Tuesdays. And I was just like, wow, this man has no subconscious fear of this any type or sort. He's ready to show everyone what he does and what he's going to do next.
Oh, yeah. Yeah. I don't know.
Sorry to cut you off, but you're going to do a pod you wanted to do.
Yeah.
You're talking about it.
Yeah. So I was just having a conversation with my dad. I remember a while back I told Dad, you should start writing a book, about your life. So when Avi, my 4-month-old son, gets older, he can see how your life was, like how you lived.
How was Grandpa?
Exactly, because I don't know much.
Who was Grandpa?
I don't know much about his parents, even though they were whatever. I don't know. We don't know much about our grandparents, how they lived, because there was no technology or video during that time. So I told him, start writing a book. He started for like a week, and then he stopped. And I always tell him, Dad, when you gonna continue that book? Yeah, one of these days. But a book is hard. It's a lot of effort. A conversation, a podcast has very minimal effort.
Very true.
You just hit play, and the best part about it is you're having a conversation with the person, a one-on-one. Bro,
to him, it's minimal effort. It's mad work.
You just hit play and we're just talking.
I did mad stuff before we press play.
It's not that hard.
It's not hard.
It's not hard.
It's not hard.
It's connecting.
And you're right. I'm doing extra stuff. We don't have to set up the laptop and the mics and this couch. We could just go straight into it. You're right.
But I told my dad, I'm like,
I have to go. This oven is beeping. You don't hear this beeping?
Oh no. Oh yeah.
It's messing with me. I hear it.
So I'll continue the story. You want me to continue the story, right? So where was I? So I was telling my Dad, we need to get this podcast going. I want to hear your point of view.
From your dad?
Yeah, I was telling my dad, I'm like, Dad, we need to get this podcast going. We need to talk so that one day, instead of Avi telling me, how was Grandpa with this? I'm like, here's 350 episodes with Grandpa, talking for this long. These are all the questions I asked him.
Yeah.
Look at him, his tone of voice, his personality, who he was, how he thought, how old he was, all that, et cetera, et cetera. With a book, which is a great thing to do, don't get me wrong, but a book, I can't stop and ask the author a question.
Yeah, true.
I can't stop and hear the author's voice from his point of view. You know, so a podcast conversation, that's what I'm trying to do as much as possible with the people
I wish
love
my grandpa
the
was on one podcast.
I know.
Just one.
Bro,
For 5 minutes.
unfortunately, RIP to my tío Reno, my mom's brother just passed away. He had a heart attack, and he was in his 60s, and we were just burying him, and a bunch of my family got together. That's what happens when, you know, a big...
Someone passes.
Yeah, exactly. You know, you start seeing cousins, uncles, aunts that you haven't seen in 5-10 years, you know?
Yeah.
And things aren't the same. So we see we're all together at my uncle's house, and they play a video from 1999 on the VCH.
Oh my god!
Yeah, on that thing. And for the first time in my 28 years of life,
it's a VCR tape.
VCR, sorry. For the first time in 28 years of my life, I saw my grandma from my mom's mom.
Wow.
Because my mom's parents, they died 10 years before I was even born. I never met them. I don't know much about them. One was a butcher. My mom's mom was a businesswoman.
Yeah.
And
you just saw that with your mom, watching her mom.
Yeah, but I would always have to hear from her point of view.
Stories.
For the first time ever, one of my uncles came. He had the VCR tape, brought it, installed it. And he's like, "Yeah, let's play this."
And how'd you feel when you watched the VCR
Bro,
tape?
it was like
going to the past.
My eyes went into like super focus mode because it's like, oh my god, this is a very This uncle has this tape and he's gonna leave. And then my mom was like, "Oh, come see your grandma you never seen." My cousin he's like in his 40s. He's like, "Ven a ver abuela Lidia."
Okay.
And I'm like, "What? You have a video of her?" And it was in color. It was in color, bro. And they were all together, and she had like a
I'm sure it's your grandma.
They asked her a question. She had a moment of talk, and I'm like, "Oh my god!" Like I'm seeing her, you know. And I'm like, my eyes went into super focus mode. I'm like, "Holy shit!" And that just reinforced my idea of like, hey, I need to do this as much as possible with because my dad was there and we were talking about that. He's like, that was actually pretty cool. And I'm like, yeah, I'm trying to do that with you as much as possible. So what days are you free? He's like, I'm free every day. Like, all right, how's Tuesdays at 2:00? Like, that's going to be our time.
And he was cool with it.
He's like, yeah, sounds good. So I'm trying to
do gave him that whole Avi Speeds, his whole, what we just had
exactly.
right there? I love
all that stuff.
Because that was great content. You got.
Like,
not great. It's a great reason to show why we're starting this podcast.
So if that kind of energy, if that thought, I would.
Yes, bring it back.
Think of what thought works better for you. What I just said. Or this thought.
Oh, come on.
Because
I know your side is right. That's why I even wrote this thought down and I'm bringing it up.
So do the right thing.
How do you guys feel about us talking to our parents on the pod?
Bro,
Let us know.
I feel like I haven't talked to my dad. I talked to my mom because we work together, but my dad, like we haven't sat down how to, you know, I always have a bunch of conversations added up over time, but like my dad and I, like he's in his own world.
Yeah.
I'm in my own world.
Yeah.
My brother's in his own world. I feel like that's what what men do most of the time.
Yes.
And their girls are just with them. So
I want to tell that it's a big thing that we're doing. I know it sounds crazy to say, but a lot of people can start content, make content, put things out. But do you know the difference of that, what we're doing versus a majority of the people online? Action. And then we're trying to be authentic as possible. We're putting our real faces, our real names, our real voices. We're not putting AI cover over we're doing this for real.
yeah.
That's why I feel like your dad would see that and be like, oh, anyone who sees that is going to be like, oh,
I showed him the
this
3
is
episodes
genuine.
and he was like, oh, wow. Because he actually he monetizes on YouTube.
We're about to start on his
Bro,
channel.
he has over...
I want to go to his channel, fam.
I don't know how many thousands...
He has to have 1,000 subscribers or 10,000 watch hours in the last 30
So
days.
he literally gets a check from YouTube. And I told him, my dad, you should do podcasts yourself, invite guests, medical guests, and you're just getting more views.
Wait, why are we not just doing your dad's podcast instead of us here? Not like that, but...
That's the point of the media company.
Exactly.
You're going to be doing that.
Right now, I'm focused on this,
figuring it out first so we can do it for others.
Yeah, so that once we're ready to do like your dad's, like, boom.
Boom.
We just accelerate the gas he already has.
Yeah,
we're just putting gas on the fuel.
Yep.
Yeah.
But, all right, so how do you feel about... So what's holding you back from...
Nothing. I'm talking about it. I had the thought last night, and I'm talking about it on camera. I wanted to have your assessment on what you thought of why I'm like that.
Oh, why? Why is it?
And I obviously know the better.
Why does why matter? If you know it's wrong, why does why matter?
It's good to talk about it to your friend.
All right, I guess.
I am asking you why it matters.
I mean,
True, I don't.
That's a good question.
You're right. I don't need you to tell me who I am. I just would like to know
No,
your
I feel you,
perspective
feel
of
you.
why somebody. It doesn't have to be just me. Of why
But we're
anybody in that position of why they're
But
scared
because
to
of that,
make-
we're spending time already in the like. You know it's not the right thing. You know your mom loves you. You know she would be supportive of you. If anything, she would
Let me
want
take
to.
you on this dive right here. I understand you're trying to elevate, but sometimes you just need to live in this darkness and explain why the darkness is there. You're trying to tell me the right thing. You asked me, what's the right thing to do? I'm trying to just talk about why I'm like how I am. We don't have to. I'm just saying that is the point of, obviously, and then after we get that done, what's the next solution to that? But why? So, and it's not just me. I'm talking for everyone.
Well, I'm sure you've thought about
I
this
can
a
name
lot longer than
countless
I have.
friends.
What do you think it is?
A fear of rejection.
What do you mean? A rejection of you like making it, or not liking what you're doing?
A fear of your fear. It's a fear of judgment
Oh,
from your
fear of judgment. Like I'm embarrassed.
from your friends or family. That is the subconscious, deep-rooted reason.
Have
100%. That's why most people don't talk on podcast or do anything.
Yeah.
Genuinely. They post the highlights of their life, not the talks with their parents. It's like nobody does that on the internet. It's just not a regular thing because of the fears that I'm saying. You're a very outgoing person, ready to interview your dad at 2:00 every single day.
Yeah.
If I told almost a lot of my friends to interview their parent, they'd be like, "I don't even talk to my mom."
Damn.
Things like that, along those lines.
Word. No,
Yeah.
I'm just different in that way. I'm different in a lot of ways, but I mean, I haven't even done it yet, so I can't even speak on that. But hopefully this Tuesday I'm planning to do it with my dad, so we'll see how it goes.
All
But
right, nice.
damn, that's a good question. I'm trying to like.
You don't have to. We could.
What do you have you embarrassed? You feel like had you embarrassed her before, or you feel like
No,
you
I
didn't make it
said-
with the music or with time save?
Maybe because I'm not as successful as yeah.
So you didn't even want to even like.
This is the thing.
You don't even want to be like, yo, I started this, and it's gonna be another fit. Like, maybe that's why.
Maybe.
Because maybe you did the music, and she saw it, supported, and it failed. Maybe she saw social media.
I had my thought.
Or the
Go back.
website thing, saw it, supported, and it might have failed. And then maybe you're.
I had my reason.
Maybe.
You had me.
Maybe. Oh shit.
No, it's okay. Keep going.
And then maybe you want to start this new thing with the podcast thing, support, but you're scared of getting there with that failure, so you didn't even want to even show her.
I got it.
Maybe. What's up?
That could be correct, but I don't feel it's totally accurate because I know no matter what I do, even if I go kill someone, my mom's gonna love me and be proud of me. But she's just gonna say that because she's my mom. I want her to actually be proud of me. I want, from my perspective, her to be proud of me. Does that make sense? My mom's already proud of me. I could do nothing. I could be a deadbeat my whole life, kill somebody, she'll still love me. She's my mom. But I want to put myself in a position that when she looks at me, I know she's proud of me, actually. You look very confused.
No, I'm thinking.
Whatever. I'm going to have my mom on the pod eventually.
Honestly?
That'll be a hype. We're going to hype that one up
Bro.
for
Okay, let me ask you a question.
a minute.
Or a series of questions. Based on what you just said.
It's not just my
Do-
mom either. It's probably
do you-
all my friends and family.
Do you feel like this is authentic you?
Yes.
Okay. Do you feel like you have a passion to do this? So, therefore, based on those two answers,
Yes. I know the right answer.
let go,
There it is.
be true to you,
There
keep
it
doing
is.
the genuine thing.
That's what I needed 10
don't
minutes
put
ago.
don't
5 minutes
don't
ago.
put these hurdles for no reason.
Yes.
Because this is that kind of thing is putting certain type of glasses on that's gonna block. That's just gonna keep a low vibration and not let you meet and learn and do
Of course.
the things that will get you to that final vision that I know you got in there.
Of course.
So let it go. If anything,
It's gone.
it's not gone. Have a conversation with her here and then it'll be gone.
Go downstairs.
It's not.
No, it will. It
Invite
will.
her.
It,
Do it.
you know
30
why?
minutes.
You don't know
An
how.
hour.
I don't think you're giving me the credit I deserve to even have the thought and the realization and have the realization of the right answer before I even talked to you about this.
Huh.
If
Or-
you didn't exist, I would still be having my mom on a pod eventually because that's just what I saw was a problem. And I was like, oh, I'm uncomfortable. Oh, I need to face that demon right now.
Yeah.
And get that out of the way first 5 episodes, so that
Yeah.
for episode 100 I could be screaming and be way more free. It's just like I let the whole world know that I smoke cigarettes. Okay, I didn't care who knew, but when
Yeah.
my mom found out, I cared. It mattered. But then once my mom knew I smoked cigarettes, sorry, I didn't tell anyone I smoked cigarettes. Okay, no one knows. You're hiding it from everyone, just you and your goons. Once your mom knows you smoke cigarettes, you don't care who else knows. The whole world could know. I hope that analogy relates somehow.
Yeah.
It relates to me in my head. Like,
No, it makes sense.
yeah.
I mean, yeah, you're just trying to protect some image of you in her head.
Of course.
That's what it is, but you gotta let that go. You gotta let go of.
I'm having, oh, wow.
You
I'm
see-
having conversations with mama. Yeah, my life is a mess. Ain't been returning the text. So she been reading the press. She still got Google alerts. They go straight to her phone. She worried about me from home. You know, she raised me alone. She said, I heard you back with you know who? You know the song?
Yeah.
You know what episode number this is?
6.
66666. I wanted to talk about Drake on this episode.
Oh, fire. Hell yeah.
Yeah.
You know what I liked with me and Z's episode?
He has a great relationship with his mom. That's also what I thought about it.
True. I didn't even think about that. Yeah. A thing I liked about me and Z's episode, last episode, that you just reminded me of, is those musical quotes. Like, he brought, or not musical quotes, but yeah, musical quotes and lyrics and shit, because that's 100% accurate.
It sounds like a musical,
that
like
shit was-
Annie Poppins. Yeah.
I love music and how it's so different and applies to so many different aspects and different types of people and different types of life. And you can hear the same sentence and it'll be interpreted so many different ways to so many different type of people.
This Z episode needs to get released because we just keep referencing it. It's like the third choice episode.
Yeah.
So would that be episode 5 and this wouldn't even be episodes? This would be episode 7? No, it's episode 7's mine. Yeah.
Whenever
Not
that
mine,
goes up,
but-
whenever that goes up, that'll be 8, 9, whatever that. We
Okay.
got it.
I was just saying chronological, whatever, yeah.
But
Z said a music over lyric reference.
yeah, he was saying a fabulous line.
I turned the 6 upside down. It's a 9 now.
Bro, but damn that. Drake, he's been. Kendrick just dropped.
Drake raised me, honestly.
Facts. He raised all of us.
Drake raised me more than my father. More than my father.
Bro, I
Like
feel,
what?
I feel like damn that's crazy. Not having, not that that's crazy. But that's a whole different type of life. A whole different type of glasses you got on life. Not having a dad. I feel
Oh,
like.
of course. I've literally listened to Drake's voice more than any man in my family. That ass. Almost anyone. I have hundreds of thousands of Drake hours listened to.
But then you went through a period of like fuck Drake.
Right after loving him, I idolized him. I
Demonized.
demonized him, and now he's humanized with his cock out.
And then he's gonna be a legend. Oh yeah.
No, he's gonna become humanized. He had to get brought down to become solidified as a legend in a way.
Yeah. Nah, I love Drake. He's one of my idols. Him, David Ortiz, my mom, Tesla, maybe Nikola Tesla a little bit.
Why do you think Drake uses the 6? It's a very demonic number.
Think so?
I know so.
Why?
We're gonna pull up right here the Google logo. We're gonna pull up 666. What else you want to pull up right
6
here?
also represents time, apparently, according to numerology.
I would have said 8 represents time, but okay.
Why?
What you just said?
Because infinity?
True time is not infinite.
Yeah. Who knows? Yeah, I don't know. We both were like, yeah, I don't know.
No one knows that one.
But, nah, 6
Okay, 6 represents.
time because...
Should we look it up? Let's look it up. I got this.
Think about this. In numerology, think about this. How many hours are in a day?
24.
What's 2 plus 4?
6.
How many minutes are in a
60.
hour?
You got me. You got me.
6 plus 0.
Keep going.
How many seconds are in a minute?
6. D.
6 plus 0 is 6. And that's the 3 ways that we measure time.
Oh. The number 6 is numerology. Is
Seconds,
considered the
minutes,
mother of numbers.
seconds, minutes, hours.
Represents caring, nurturing, empathy, relationship building.
Does 666 represent time? Search that
Does
up.
666 represent time? So why do you think he uses? Oh, because he's from the 6, Toronto. But there has to be a subliminal. Does not represent time. No, 666 does not represent time in most contexts, particularly in religious interpretations.
number
It
of
is
the beast.
associated with the number of the beast from the Book of Revelation, symbolizing imperfection due to the number 6 being considered one short of the perfect number. 7. We'll get to that next episode.
Do you
Why do
know?
you-
Do you know what you're?
I know everything.
What were you
Number
gonna say?
7.
What
Did
were
you
you
just
gonna
hear what I said?
No, but I mean,
I'm joking, but yeah.
9. Damn. I mean, who knows? I don't fucking know.
I turned the 6 upside down. It's a 9. Oh, maybe 9 is the elevated version, the God side, the light, and I feel like 6 is the dark.
9 is the most powerful
inversion.
number. 9 is the most powerful number, but yeah.
And Drake even says 666.
The thing is that
You
music.
don't think that's cultural brainwashing for us young men growing up?
Yeah.
It's like Marilyn. I'm not saying it's bad.
Or
It's like
6
Marilyn.
God.
It's like Marilyn Manson.
Do you think 6? How do you feel about the whole music entertainment and like that religious side?
What do you mean?
Because-
religious side.
Because if you're talking about 6 God and 666, and he's always referencing this, and you know people sell their souls and Post Malone.
Oh, that
and
wouldn't be.
J.
I would
Cole,
say that's a spiritual thing.
Beyonce.
Yeah.
You think a lot of that shit is was going on in the
Great question.
in the mainstream?
Is it real? You're saying?
Like Lil
Does it have
Uzi.
any tangibility to it? Selling your soul and
Yeah, like you sell yourself for like like a temporal, whatever you want.
the left side of my brain is saying,
Nah.
hell no. That is some magical, made up flubbergaster nonsense
yeah.
to get you to feel a type of emotional, relatable way. And then the right side of the artist side of me is like, yeah, man, I feel it in my bones when I make music. They're connected, man. You
So, like
can sell your soul, man. I promise.
So like the Mark Rubin parties,
This is
or
saying it's
or
like-
those occult. There's occult books like some.
Of course.
You know,
Aleister Crowley. I could. Yes.
so, you know that goes hand in hand as far as like summoning demons, or
Of course. But is any of that real?
that's what I'm saying.
This guy does
what do you
crazy magical ritual. Oh, to me, none of that is real.
Okay,
It's as real as you make it.
type shit.
But if that's not real, then manifesting stuff isn't real. Vibration, I feel like none of that is real. Because that's part of that.
Damn.
But then I do feel like that
Then
stuff
maybe
is
your
real.
mind is just so powerful that even if it is using dark shit to get to it, maybe, you know, whatever it gets you there.
I
type
feel like
shit.
Drake was channeling that dark energy.
Think so?
Yeah.
So
My
he-
mom, before all that nonsense happened of him showing his penis and all that stuff, my mom was literally talking about, people in the religious community as well were talking about him representing not the best stuff for culture. And I always thought he was the poster child of goodness.
Yeah.
The poster
But
child.
then he does like some weird shit with like his cock, or the
That was
the
new.
nails
That's
painting.
new.
the
That's
nail-
all new. I'm saying.
Or the gambling. That's some demonic
That
shit,
is
you
some
know.
bad
Hella
lower
gambling.
Yeah.
This is why I got 500,000 on this UFC tonight.
Yeah. Just to
You
get
know.
people to. How do you feel about? Would you, if DraftKings set us up, would you do that? That's a real talk that I would have with you. If DraftKings set us up for a sponsor, like, yo, we love you.
What's the number?
As much money as you want. Not like
Yeah.
that, but like they
Yeah.
max us out at what the level we're at. They're like, we're gonna give you a number you can't say no. Do you know what you're actually promoting?
Sports
it's like
gambling.
promoting with.
Nah, I wouldn't want to.
Yeah, break down what you're doing.
I wouldn't want to do that just because I'm not a fan of doing bad business. Like people who own liquor shops, smoke shops, people who sell drugs, people who sell,
You
know,
wouldn't want any of these as sponsors. Yo, Kratom.
I wouldn't want my
Yo,
energy.
Delta.
I wouldn't want my energy to go
Shout out, Yo, Kratom.
into like some dark shit, like people's addictions. You know, hurting people's health.
My bookie.
Exactly.
just
Like I
keep-
wouldn't want
I'ma
people
just keep saying
sports
sponsors.
gambling
I'ma
based
just-
off of shit that I said.
How about Blue Chew? That's like Viagra, natural.
Yeah.
Me too. Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Sports gambling. I'm like this. I can go either way.
I could go either way. Actually, I could go either way because
Go either way.
I'm a sports
Give me
gambler.
that bag.
I'm a
At the
sports
end of the
gambler.
day-
We'll cross that road when we get there. What's the number?
I just wanted to
What's the
stop.
number?
We should. I want to see where
What's
our
the
heads are
number,
at
DraftKings?
now. Exactly. What's the number?
What's the number? I'm a businessman. Everything got a number on it.
Very
but,
true.
but at the end of the day, you gotta like stand by your values. At the end of the day, everything has a number on it. I'm a Celtic fan. I'm a Red Sox fan. I would never be like, I'm a Actually, I would promote DraftKings. I would promote any sports things,
I'm
but
gonna have 1,000
but I would.
clips of this guy going, no. Yes. I wouldn't promote DraftKings. I would promote DraftKings.
But I
This is me trolling me, yeah.
actually
Think
I would.
about
I probably
it. Take
would.
a
I probably,
second.
I probably would. I, probably
I would.
But I would give a disclaimer type shit.
If the number was right, I would look
I'd
at
be like
it.
1-800-GAMBLER. For like
No, I would make it. I would show you a bunch of Tim Dillon does the same thing for bookies, and he literally rips the bookie. He makes fun of them. He's literally like, if you want to go waste your life away by gambling, put 1-800 my book. He makes a joke out of it, but he's being dead serious.
Yeah.
I wouldn't want to do Yo Kratom or Yo Doubt. Like I wouldn't want to do weed. I would rather sports gambling than drugs.
Or
At
help
least
people get pussy.
You're
get
a
their dick
better.
sucked.
You're a better help type guy.
Better help?
You know what that is?
Is that like a Viagra?
It's a very popular sponsorship for podcasts, and they do therapy. Online therapy. Called BetterHelp. BetterHelp and tag soda in the comments.
Hell no.
Trolling me.
Sponsored by fucking Time Save, nigga.
On DraftKings.
Sponsored by fucking Time Save. Don't fucking wait.
That's
It's
good.
sponsored by Amano's Pizza. Go get your fucking pizza.
Yeah.
Let me go into the Shroom story.
Okay.
Remember that? Didn't you want me to?
Yes. Last episode is literally named "Why So Serious" because after the podcast, I'm not sure if it was recorded or not, but the point where I was telling Ariel was we need to have fun. That was the point of what I told him after. I was like, stop being so serious. Stop shutting down my freestyle song in the beginning. He never shut it down, but I'm editing the videos and I'm seeing your body language, and this man wants nothing to do with this segment or parts that I bring up. Even doing the part with making the person, you see, you're just not water before me. So I was telling him just not be, why so serious?
And then after that podcast ended, we just kept talking afterwards, and I started bringing up this Shroom story, which I'm going to repeat now for all the listeners that weren't there the last time when
I don't
finished
think
the
it was
podcast.
recorded.
Yeah, it wasn't recorded. So this is a story. Probably like 2 years ago, we would go to Izu in New York. It was me, Ian, Z, Augie, and Augie's brother Alex.
Shout out.
And we all take some shrooms at the crib in a tea.
How much? Oh,
Yeah.
concentrated in a tea.
In a tea. So Alex,
Question mark amount.
I took the most. You know, Big Pop. You know, it's Big Poppy now. So I took the most. I took some of Ian's. I took a little bit extra. Everyone, and then Alex and me like kind of matched. And he's a big boy. He's like 39, 250, 240. Wow. He's Augie's older brother. 2 years ago,
Okay.
he's Izu in New York, and it's me and Z and Ian in an Uber. We're on the way there. And if anyone's been on shrooms, you know that if you smoke weed on shrooms and you mix those two drugs, bro, it's a whole different ball game. You're in a whole different world right now.
1,000%.
Whole different physiological experience. You know, smoking weed on itself, that's cool. Drinking, that's the whole thing. Smoking and drinking, that's one thing. But weed and shrooms, that's fucking, oh my God. So I already know that going in. And me and Alex, Augie's older brother, are the only ones smoking the joint. So we're smoking the joint. We're starting to feel the shrooms already on the way there. It's starting to kick in.
In the car?
In the car, in the Uber, because it's a little traffic there. It's in fucking New York. So we get there. It's a huge ass line. We skip the whole line, and we're starting to feel it. Me and Alex are smoking, and it's just me and Alex. Everyone else is in a whole different area of Izu. So just imagine Alex like this, shirt off.
Oh, he's in the
summer,
he's
glasses, and he's just literally riding the high, bro.
Oh, I wish I
like he's not even
that.
passing the joint.
Wow.
Like he's in his own
world.
You know when you're, how do I say it, like in a flow state, in a flow high state. Like he was just riding the high. So he was like and I was like, I'm already knowing, oh shit, weed's kicking in. It's feeling a little crazy.
Okay.
It's crazy. I'm feeling crazy. I'm overanalyzing. Bro, the music is crazy. It's hella people. Not the right environment for that.
Okay.
And then the lesson and the moral here that I saw is Alex is just being himself. One with the music. One with the high. One with life. One with the present moment. And I was just so wound up tight
With
like,
all the stuff going on and
yeah, because I'm
whatever
overanalyzing. This
ti-
is a new experience, not a new experience, but like this is feeling crazy. I'm overanalyzing. I'm anxiety, freaking out, whatever. And just seeing that was like a.
people can have fun.
So when you said that, it kind of like brought that lesson back to me because, sometimes I am wound up tight and
Yes.
I'm a little serious. Maybe it's from my dad or whatever it is. But
It is 100%.
Yeah,
from
and I
some-
need that reminder sometimes because right after that, I said some funny shit with the possum.
Yes.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So yeah, I appreciate that.
The next episode was way more. Did we record it? I think this is the first pod that we've seen.
Yeah, since then. It's a continuation.
Yeah.
Yeah, so
And
I just want.
can feel you a way more, less serious.
True. Yeah.
Yeah. Not fire. But I had that written down. This is the other thing I was going to have, seriously. Because I want the people who are listening to give us their input. What do you think? So we're going to put, like, your episode with Z, your dad's pod, my pods with my boys, with Dan. They're going to be all on one encompassing thing for now. And then eventually be distributed to their own channels. If pleasing so. Right now, we're only focused on this podcast.
We're not sure. I feel like
thought we were sure.
we need.
No,
I feel
we're
like
not
now
sure.
just
We're
listening
not
to that
sure.
out loud, I feel like yes.
But I'm trying to not
We'll see,
convince.
we'll
What
see,
I'm,
we'll
I'm
see.
giving the
Stay tuned.
perspective of
Stay tuned.
Ariel and Brandon's podcast. Ariel can still have guests on this podcast without me, and I can still have guests without him on it, and it'll still be the
Yeah.
Ariel and Brandon's
Yeah.
podcast versus separate entities under the same umbrella.
Or, damn, we need a. You know what would be? You know what would be cool to have like a third.
But right now, I'm only focusing on this pod. I'm not focusing on Ariel and Z's pod or Dan and this. I'm focused right here, so you guys are
Yo,
getting.
I got a great idea. I just got a crazy idea. Why don't we get like a ChatGPT voice like right here, as like a third audience person?
I hate that.
No.
I love it, but I've seen other podcasters try to do it and it never works.
Oh really? I've never seen that.
The comments hate. There's
But have you seen the
there's
different
literally-
voices?
I've seen titles of ChatGPT saying, ChatGPT in the comments, ChatGPT is not your third member. ChatGPT is not your co-host. ChatGPT is not.
Scratch that. That was a terrible idea.
We could. I need to be more like water. Just because other people didn't do it right, maybe we could do it right.
True. Don't scratch it. Great
Don't
idea.
scratch that. Good idea. Needs to be worked.
Yeah.
Worked on in the back. True. You're right though. If we like program a ChatGPT like a
third person.
to be the third, you're a co-host on that show.
Yeah.
That's different. That's not what people are doing.
Or-
People are just going into their app and talking. Like,
Or I know what we could do.
we could make a hypothetical third. That's the future of what
That's
we
what
want to do.
That's what I said. That's what I was trying to say.
He's gonna be a. Oh, I see.
Or
He could have his own podcast.
or we got a third person or a fourth person that's only a fact checker. Yo, fact check that
We're gonna
shit.
make a podcast for for ChatGPT.
You've heard the different voices that they have?
Yes, I've heard.
We could have the bold, assuring one. That's
Pull it
the
up.
fact checker.
Pull it up with your phone,
That's the fact checker.
cause this is good content.
We could try it out.
I'm gonna start off. I'm gonna try
What's
to show
what's
you
a
new
good
one.
name for a fact checking AI?
The truth robot. The truth bot. Fact checker.
reliability and
Okay.
Hi there.
Let me. No. Don't do this. Don't do this.
Hey, what's up?
Put cancel.
Hey, hi there. I just
Go
wanna
go to chat. Okay. Now we're gonna go. Yeah. Hey, I want you to give me all of your responses as a Jamaican man.
all right, no problem. Now on. Yeah,
That's
man.
fire.
You can make him. You can.
Okay.
I don't know what you were doing with finding an accent, but you could make it sound like a British one.
All right. I want you to be listening at all times and only start really listening when I say Jamaican man. And then you're going to be a fact checking third party AI.
I like where
It's
going.
Ariel and Brandon, a 2-person podcast, and you're just listening
So
for, hey, Jamaican man. And then I'm going to ask you a question to fact check. Does that make sense? Can you do that?
Got it. I'll keep an ear out for Jamaican man from now on. When you call that out, I'll switch back to fact-checking mode and answer your questions. Feel free to go ahead with your podcast.
I bet, bro.
Jamaican man. How many people are in the world today?
Roughly around 8 billion people.
The
Numbers
accent's
always
great.
matter. Ready when you are.
All right,
I don't want you to say anything right now. Jamaican man. What is the most sold car in the United States 2024?
The best-selling car in the United States is usually a Ford F-Series.
That was intensely fast, and I used GPT, and that was pretty fast.
Yeah, so I hope he's just listening right now.
I hope that was true. Somebody needs to fact check our fact checker.
Yeah, facts. Well, let's just keep talking right now, and if we ever need a fact checker, we got our boy right
All
here.
right, we got our third. I
Got
like
you
this.
covered. I'll be here, ready to jump in when you need me.
Okay, that was him just waiting for his
That
cue.
was him going hung. I got you, boss.
I like this way better than having a third person. You
Facts.
get me? This
It's
is
fire.
this is a tool now that this became Firefly.
Yeah.
Like legit.
So, all right, cool.
All right,
Jamaican
so-
man, how much did Mike Tyson make in the Jake Paul fight?
Good question too. 40 mil.
The details of that fight purse haven't been publicly disclosed yet, so it's tough to say exactly how much Mike Tyson made.
Where's your Jamaican voice?
Jamaican man. Where's the Jamaican voice?
Wait.
Right here, man. Sorry about that slip. Anything else you need to know?
Good, boss. You good. Jamaican man.
Yes.
Don't let that slip up happen again, or I'm gonna shut you off obsolete. Is that clear?
I will unplug you.
Crystal clear, man. No slip-ups. Promise.
I love that I caught that.
That's fine. No, that's fine. I caught that. Yeah, I thought that.
I was like, wait, why is he not Jamaican?
Ooh, I got a good question to finish on, cause I gotta go to.
And what's
I got-
Ariel's a working man. You saw he take the phone call. Don't even think about it, Jamaican man. I think I got everything. All I want to talk about was the mom thing, how we're gonna structure the episodes, your Shroom story. That's it.
I got a question for you.
What up?
If you could be any animal, what would you be and why?
Good question. I feel like I've thought of this
In one
but never.
sentence.
Understood, man.
We didn't ask you.
Jamaican man.
Yeah, that's why he's not
Obsolete.
a
Now he just died. Jamaican man.
Plug that.
We'll get a new one. Russian man next time.
Probably a bird of some sort.
Why?
Because they're free, they can soar. This says so much about who you are as a person. You know that, right?
Okay, and if you
I've thought about this question a million times.
what about a second animal and why?
Probably a bear.
Why?
They're big, they're hairy. They eat good food. They live a good life.
And what about third and why?
Probably somebody's little chihuahua.
Why? Why?
Because I want to be somebody's bitch.
All right, now
That joke came from right here real fast, motherfucker.
let me tell you the psychology behind each one. The first question, the first question you answered. That's who.
Oh, you've asked me this before.
Yeah,
It's you dirty snake.
The first question is how people see you. Your second question is how you see yourself. Your third question is who you look for in a partner.
Oh,
You little bitch. You little bitch.
find me.
Hey, any sugar
Yo,
mamas
I
out
answered
there?
that great,
Any
damn.
sugar mamas out there? My boy's available.
Looking for a chihuahua. Nah, that was a great. I loved it. That's number 6.
Number 6.
6.